Look, I'm seeing some things about off campus, and I wanna talk about one of the biggest book changes. So, a huge spoiler for the end of the season. Did I binge watch it all last night? Yeah. Will I binge watch it again? Like this is my new Gilmore Girls. Of course. I don't know what you're talking about. I cried. I squealed. I kicked my feet. But anyway, the biggest spoiler, the biggest change is in the book that I can remember is how the breakup happens. And when that happened, I kept going, well, how are they going to get back together? Because, like, don't they really just get back together because he turns 21? Which, again, is a very stupid way for it to end. Like, in the book, it kind of makes sense, but also, when I remember reading it, I was like, why don't you just tell his dad that you've broken up? Why don't you just do that? That makes so much more sense. Like, you had a fake relationship. Having a fake relationship makes less sense than having a fake breakup for your dad. But anyway, the whole season was with Grant's arc. This whole season was his relationship with violence and hockey, okay, and how he really doesn't want to be like his dad. And violence and hockey are the true things he connects with his dad, but also true things he has inside it, like the violence he has inside of him. Obviously, he plays hockey, and you see it throughout how he the association he has with hockey, right? And one of the first scenes, Hannah and he are like talking to each other. They're bickering, right? And she says that you play the most violent sport that rewards actually being violent to someone. And you see how he reacts to it. He goes, "What? You think I'm violent?" And then when she like tells him about what happened to her and that he was a hockey player, you see him go, because she's like, he was an athlete, and he goes, he was a hockey player. Again, bringing on that thing of hockey's inherently violent. I'm good at it, which means I am a violent person, right? And then he rightfully beats the shit out of Delaney. And then when they have their big fight in the car park, he doesn't hear that she's scared of how much he'll sacrifice for her. He just hears, I'm scared of you. And so he then envisions a future where he is his dad, because that's his biggest fear. He's his dad, and he traps Hannah the way his mum and now his dad's current partner have been trapped. So it makes sense that that's the breakup. And it makes sense that when she's like, you have people who love you, look to the person on the right who stood by you through all of this. And he talks to Logan, besties. They're like, oh, okay, I'm not like my dad. I love hockey because I love hockey. I am not my father because I don't want to be, and because I have a community around me. I have this found family. It makes so much more sense. It makes so much more sense than being like, well, how's he going to pay for school? So I think it makes it, and it's a beautiful arc to his character. I think it's really good. And also, look, I understand we all want the cocky Garrett in the locker room scene. But the thing is, his arc with Hannah was about giving her agency in her own sexuality. Right? That was the whole thing. So if he's like, oh no, you can't be with anyone but me, as fun as it is to read in a book, it doesn't make sense to the show narrative, because he's then removing her consent. And as Dean said, consent is a must. So, like, I think it's really good. I think these changes are really good changes. And have I just rambled for over 4 minutes? Yeah, sure, whatever. You're not my mother.